I'm Steve Croft.
I'm Leslie Stahl.
I'm Morley Safer.
I'm Lara Logan.
I'm Byron Pitts.
I'm Scott Pelley. Those stories tonight on 60 Minutes. There's no greater desperation than to be told that you or your child has a disease for which there is no hope. Many people with incurable illness look forward to the promise of stem cells. Stem cells have the potential to turn into any kind of cell, and in theory, they could repair damaged cells, though scientists tell us that we're years away from realizing that dream. There's no stem cell miracle today, so con men have moved in to offer the hope that science cannot. Just look online and you will find hundreds of credible-looking websites offering stem cell cures in overseas clinics. 2 years ago, we began investigating stem cell charlatans. We worked with patients suffering from incurable diseases, and we discovered con men posing as doctors, conducting dangerous medical experiments. You know, Mr. Stowe, the trouble is that you're a con man. Our report started a federal investigation. Since that story, we've been digging into the rapidly growing trade in fake stem cell cures, and we found something even more alarming: illegal stem cell transplants that are dangerous and delivered to your doorstep. They're scams that often bilk the desperate out of their last dollar of savings and their last ounce of hope.
I know you're tired.
Adam and Brandon Susser are 11-year-old twins. Adam has cerebral palsy. His brain was damaged by a lack of oxygen before he and his brother were born.
He's confined to a wheelchair. He needs assistance with all his daily living activities, from cleanliness to feeding to clothing.
Gary and Judy Susser have searched for anything that might improve on the judgment handed down by Adam's doctors.
The sentence of being a quadriplegic, the sentence of being totally blind, the pronouncement by physicians that we should put him away.
Those were the things that his regular doctors were telling you.
Correct. We were being advised, literally, to put him away. He's going to destroy your life.
So, back in 2003, the Sussers took a chance on the theory of stem cells. Adam was 3. They brought him to a doctor in Mexico who injected stem cells with no idea whether they would work.
We both decided that in the severity of his condition that we'd have to try it.
Apparently there was no harm and no miracle.
The progress that he made after that was minimal at best, and therefore we didn't see any good coming out of it.
Today, people like the Sussers can find hundreds of sophisticated websites offering stem cell treatments for every hopeless disease.
I see how people are preyed upon by hucksters and charlatans. And people who have a special child don't need any more expense, don't need any more heartache, and don't need any more false promises. They need the truth and they need hope.
Attaboy.
To help us learn the truth about the illicit stem cell industry, the Sussers agreed to work with us in an investigation of one stem cell laboratory. We focused on StemTech Labs of Ecuador because it offers cures for cerebral palsy and a long list of 70 incurable diseases. The website claims a modern-day medical miracle and says, "We are FDA registered," apparent approval from the Food and Drug Administration. The founder and director of StemTech Labs is an Alabama doctor named Dan Eklund. We've been tracking Dr. Eklund for months.
Hello, is Dan Eklund there, please?
In October, we asked the Sussers to contact Dr. Eklund. Eklund sent them a letter which offered the blind and paralyzed Adam the possibility of an improved level of consciousness, improved ability to see, to speak, to stand, and walk. What can stem cells really do today? We asked a scientist who's doing some of the world's most advanced studies in stem cells, Dr. Joanne Kurtzberg.
I believe
government and is the co-director of this multi-million-dollar laboratory which works with stem cells harvested from umbilical cord blood.
Cures on the internet.
I get many of those calls and emails and see many of those patients, but it's very dishonest to mislead people when there's nothing you can do.
But there's a lot that can be done for Adam Susser, at least according to Dr. Eklund, who spoke to the Sussers from his lab in Ecuador.
Say hello to Dr. Dan. Adam.
Hello, Adam.
Can you see him, Doc?
Dr. Eklund's only examination of Adam came by teleconference. Eklund didn't know we were watching.
Do you think it would help him, make him improve?
I think it's likely to help him, yes. I would say 75% chance that he would have a noticeable improvement.
Eklund proposed 4 treatments costing a total of $20,000. The Sussers asked Eklund to treat Adam near their Florida home.
Again, my concern would be the legalities of it.
He's right to be concerned. It would be a felony to use stem cells in an unapproved therapy or to sell them for export to the U.S. That's why we were surprised to see this on many websites, a shopping cart. We clicked on Eklund's StemTech Labs cart, and with no medical or scientific credentials, we bought 20 million umbilical cord stem cells for $5,000, shipped to America. We had the cells sent by the highest medical standard. Duke University suggested we use something called a dry shipper, cooled with liquid nitrogen. We sent the dry shipper to StemTech. StemTech sent the frozen cells to us, and we forwarded them to Joanne Kurtzberg. A computer chip inside our package verified that the cells were properly